I thought dodging Vel'Koz's skill shots was irritating. This is the real geometry right here. It's parallel lines. Potentially a dive. Trashy getting aggressive. There's the ultimate. Leap of Faith comes down. Healing comes through. But they're not going to be able to follow that one up whatsoever. Although Kikis, buddy, what?
Keep dancing.
Fancy feet. Fancy
Not over
feet.
yet. There's no TP to help him.
No.
Tentacles
Are you
everywhere.
kidding me? Okay, we gotta keep it together. Oh!
Gaming that lane. You need to win that lane, otherwise she has no effect later. Another fight.
Oh, Kikis, he may have bit off more than he could chew. The sustain not quite enough for Wunder. Great kill back. My God. From a man who only plays tanks to a man who looks for the solo kills. Kikis' evolution. Get a little bit stunted right here. Trashy moving in. Spear not quite gonna land. Snare will come out in just a moment. No, making it to safety. Kikis though, he's just a little bit too slow. Fancy footwork, buying time for his team. Meanwhile, will eventually drop to Senkux.
Play bottom side though. Senkux can also TP down.
Here comes the Elise. Stun comes out. Great use of the lantern there. Try to land the hook, but it's going to miss. TP coming in from Senkux. His mana bar is low, but he may be able to get something. Kabi, not enough footwork to evade those bombs. The point and click comes through. Perkz down, but he's going to be right back up. Wunder looking for a fight. Ult comes in. That's not where you want to be standing. The Keep trying to make their way out of this one. They are going to be able to make it out to safety. Just gray health.
Oh, ganked up now.
Wunder moving in, may try to turn this one around. Isn't going to have enough time to cast the ultimate. Interrupted, and another kill drops on the top side. But Perkz, he could be next. Ultimate comes out. They're going to have to take one more shot at him. Coming back up, flash to safety, trying to make it out. Trashy goes in, wants the kill, doesn't get it quite yet. Flash forward, auto to secure it. They're going to come up. Splicer pinging it out, but it looks like they just do not have the tools to contest it. Trashy with the cheat.
It's been going and Trick topside one more time, but there are more guys coming from Splice.
Stun coming in, more on the way, as you said. Leap of Faith goes out, Wunder getting burned down. The healing comes in, though. That's what you got to respect, but Kikis makes it to safety. Will the fancy footwork be enough? Trashy hunting for the spear. Great stun from Perkz.
His ulti.
Ult coming forward. Senkux ignoring the target for as long as he can. He doesn't want to pop that. Goes away. Great patience coming in from Splice to make that the one-for-one trade. If that was worth it.
Well, I mean, for G2, it's about getting that next dragon to spawn. And
Vision starting to be cleared out. Sven getting aggressive now. Perkz gonna tank the hook. TP coming in. This could be the fight. Kikis into the back line. Elise is here to back the team up, but they are going to be able to grab one. Wunder in the middle. Test of faith. Leap of faith. Everything coming through there, but the Kikis still going to be able to grab the kill in the end. Alawi not offering what the team needs. Splice tails between their legs, running away from this one. Kikis moving forward once again. Equilibrium strike comes out. Not going to find it. Perkz looking for the cheeky.
3 members here to defend.
Trashy throwing in spears. Not a whole ton of mana. Senkux, similar spot. Baron will drop for G2.
I mean,
Doing so usually.
Yeah, I know. You didn't help me, right?
Get through these choke points, and G2 burning down the Baron. Splice TPing in. This could be the fight. Here comes Rise onto the front lines. Maybe looking to make a play. Perkz taking a lot of damage. Wunder dishing out so much as well. The exhaust goes down. Kikis takes one on the backside. G2 now moving forward. No longer do they have to run. They've got the advantage. Tentacles coming out. They get the Baron. They get everything they want in the exchange. The double kill for Kikis. Mithy taking his time to make sure Wunder drops, and the game moving forward. No way you can say Kikis' thirst for blood here as he's going to try to chase down Kabi, but at the end of the day, G2 absolutely dominate that fight.
And one more time, it's G2 starting the Baron, double Mountain Drake, burning it down so quickly, and therefore Splice doesn't get a proper TP engage here. They just have to kind of run in one by one. They actually did go for Perkz, as we talked about, like try and burn his ulti. Perkz then decided not to ulti at all and just died. But the rest of G2 were still winning the fight and full control for the last 10 minutes.
Absolutely. The second they found the one win in the team fight that they needed, their comp was able to take off unkillable through the help of that Tahm Kench. And G2 have to be happy to snag that first win.
And this one,
That's very true. Things Faker does should not be your standard for what you should pick in the mid lane. Here's the situation I want to talk about. This is the dream situation in my head. Zyra lays down Stranglethorn.
You can set up a dive, because look how low Zyra is.
Moving in, Mickey does still have the snare. Great silence, quick first blood, double kill with no effort whatsoever.
And top lane, Sifa. Kikis is on the wrong side, and here's Trashy.
Oh, Kikis' wild ride, dropping lower. All it's going to take is one more Prey Seeker or a quick smite. Wunder's starting to get aggressive. Trick here. Trashy, though. Trick not even going to pay attention to that. Knockback into the turret. Does he have the Playful Trickster? Does not look like it. Great movement. Can they make it two? To flash away. Track to the middle lane. TP into bottom, though. On the hunt, burn, Kabi in trouble. Equilibrium strike going to come out. Silence goes down. Is not going to be able to lock up Kikis. Great movement.
Map, there's a chance of them dying.
Oh no.
Mickey, yeah.
Level 8 to level 5.
The fat man is coming.
Knock back, knock in.
That's the belly.
Taken down. Perkz getting aggressive in the mid lane. It just never stops.
We're already taking the top tower because we sent our Sivir up there. Now we're putting all the pressure on bottom side. You saw Kikis TP in. Here's the Wonder TP we talked about.
Mithy in trouble though. This is going to be the Soraka going down. Nice quick pickup. Good dodge out there overall. Perkz ready to heal back up. But in
He's
the
still on
meantime,
the dragon.
Trix just grabs the Infernal Dragon, and this is one of the most terrifying dragons to play against when the enemy team does have a lead, because 8% may not be worth too much. But if you're an item up, it just makes it that much scarier. Wonder, my God! Trading fights and objectives
Constantly
across the map.
And that's the thing. Offense is the best defense. You have to make plays yourself to stop the other team from doing something. Or you
Perkz
need
trying to get aggressive. Stranglethorn's not going to land. Give the opening to get out. Wish comes through. Trashy on the way. Perkz set to drop here. Good play coming in from Kabi and the rest.
These kind of plays, if the rest of your team is doing something, Trick.
Getting aggressive, wants to kill on Desira. All right, I guess you can do that. Moving forward though, Soraka suddenly on the back line. Kabi has no mana, moving into the silence field, gets snared up. That's a massive moment in mid-story.
He's playing well. Kikis with the Rift Hell buff, finds Wonder.
Moving in, of course, going to be pretty easy for him to pick this one up. Rek'Sai coming down, but it's going to be too little too late. Tries to make it out. Flash comes through. The Ignite not enough to stop Kikis' onslaught, and really just getting that much harder. Perkz wants his turn, though, for the 1v1 outplay. He's running on a Senkux, knows there's no ult available, and that's going to be easy to burn down. Ignite's simply not enough.
Well,
so
I guess why not?
Yeah. Things going very well for G2 this time around. Good to see that after a very...
I like that statement. It's going very well. Yeah, you know, 6...
Pick up that Ocean Drake as well. Thank Perkz. He's just going to be able to walk away here. Cassio, though, getting a little aggressive. Wonder maybe looking to make this play happen. Pool's already been burned. Soraka, how much healing does she have? Nice sidestep. Perkz using the Ghost, trying to make it to safety. Mithy healing up what he can, but the Soraka just making sure the Vladimir will not drop. So Trashy suddenly in trouble. Mithy on the sides, though, will get burned down. Able to contest these Barons, because it's still going to take a long time for G2 to burn through them, especially at the 20-minute mark. Towers, unfortunately, a different story, as Trashy has to flash out there. The fight now happening. Wonder looks to go deep here. Sven very low mana. Jump up, jump down, but Sven is still alive. The shutdown comes in for Kabi. The fight continues. Here comes Perkz, though. Maybe looking to play on the back line. Kikis taking a lot of damage on the front. Perkz not sure where he wants to go. G2 have to be careful here. The turn comes out. Wonder now getting aggressive, moving forward. Mithy healing up who he can. Witch comes out. Perkz on the backside, but he is all alone.
The Pentakill right there in front of him.
Maybe he wants it. Heal comes out to take Trashy to safety. Perkz ready for the setup. So much damage. Mickey trying to disengage. He's going to get burned down. Kick is keeping the train rolling. Perkz moving in. That's the shutdown. The double. He wants to make it 3, and it's going to be Perkz with the triple kill.
Take it. Inhib down as well, 21 minutes.
One rabbit versus the world.
It's a fake rabbit.
No. Baron, the disengage comes out. Not too much damage down on the splice quite yet. Fish goes in. Mithy suddenly all alone
Kill
here.
Mithy.
Does he have the flash? No, he does not. Quick pickup for Wonder. It's gonna min.
Well, they're getting some of these kills we talked about, and why they started at Baron.
Sven suddenly has mana. A lot easier for him to pick up these kills. That's the 3-man Hemoplex. Flash in from Perkz. Gonna grab another one. The double coming in for him. Kikis on a rampage. He gets 2. Perkz gets 2. And Splice gets ace.
Inhib goes down. 6 kills on Perkz now. This Vladimir. Still, I'm looking at Trick as the man. In the early game, great early ganks from him.
Go there and then just continue to dominate in the following fight. Of course, now has the death cap as well.
Why not?
On top of double Ocean.
Looking for that one crazy team fight.
Mickey potentially in trouble. Trick looking for the angle on the barrel. Trashy and Senkux going forward, but now the flank comes out. That's a moment of misposition. Pop goes the Cassio. Domination coming in for G2 once again. Splice trying to get what they can. Wonder buying time on the back lines, but he is poised to drop. Hawk, skip, and a jump back into Mithy to pick up the return kill, but in the end, he's still going to drop. And Perkz, the triple kill. What? The quadra kill coming in. This man, 1v5, the dream for the Vladimir. He's going to end the game. The rest of his team happy to pick up the kill on the bunny, but Perkz, the man on a mission to make this game happen.
And, of course, Mithy is the only man dying, feeding as much as he can. down the back line. But yeah, massive, massive, massive win for G2 here. What a game.
Absolutely. A commanding win coming in from G2 and the aggressive style from them we've come to know and love. And another 2-0, 7-1.
Facilitate him rather than the other way around, but definitely impressed with his performances yesterday compared to week 1, of course. I think the jury is still out, though.
Yeah, they'll need to threaten the dive to get that freeze from Cabochard. Would have actually liked to see them push. It is expected if it's a slightly favorable dragon.
And is going to have to flash away. Aggressive flash by Airworks. May have gone a little too deep. Rare will get a bit of punishment down onto him as he backs into the top side.
And
Cabochard's coming in. Flash E, first blood over to Cap.
Top laner to randomly show up. The second they hear the shriek of the Rift Herald, they will instantly go for Infernal. So that is likely a mistake.
Tail and runs back to his team, or to find Airwax, who happens to be here. Kasing will get the speed up. Mighty Bear coming in from the top side, looking for end of the line. Flash away from Airwax. He's still trying to kite off, but I don't think he's going to be so lucky. Kasing with a flash and a kill.
Yeah, Kasing surprises, also forces the Victor quite the annoying position. Get back to that later though, because we're fighting.
Yeah, Betsy is trying to get back to lane. Here comes the TP out from Cabochard in from base. Got a collapse coming in from Nudog as well. He does have the ultimate. Airwax will pop down his own ultimate. Knocked out of the circle, back in. But he's not going to survive. Nuketoh will finish.
Towards base again and then move up your ward lines, or if he's too afraid to kind of drop there. We see familiar sight here.
Yeah,
Rocket tries to pick up.
I have seen this exact scenario before. Betsy's going to chase him down. Chaos Storm, auto attack, and Airwax is going to kill him.
And
Rocket are just all over this one. He's getting smited away over to Rocket, but immediately collateral damage will take down Ray. Steelback has been caught out by the arrow. Followed with the volley. He's still slow.
And right now they are aware that it was on 5,000 health moments ago.
Well, it was down to 25% HP now with Airwax trying to get involved. Great cast coming in from Cabochard. Will completely deny the steal. Now they'll turn their attention to Steelback. Being dragged in by the gravity field. Parang will jump in. Chrono Break comes out. Betsy looking for the follow-up. So much damage out from the Chaos Storm, but they all managed to back away. Coming in from Vitality. Great defiance coming out from Karma. Nuketoh outplay 1-for-1 kill in the backside.
Yeah, sloppy finish on Nuketoh there. He was going to get trapped here. Race could have channeled his tornado way longer. He went for the cheeky insta-nado after Zonias and missed the timing. If he was aware that the trap was being placed, obviously Nuketoh would have died without being able to go for the flash WQ combo. So that was a mistake on the side of Rocket. But the biggest mistake that we should focus on is the fact that Vitality engaged that fight after securing Baron. That was very bold, almost hubris, because Cabochard had just used his ulti defensively. He's now running for his life.
He's still running. He's done a big loop-de-loop of Summoner's Rift, and Echo's probably feeling a little bit annoyed that he's being outrun by someone 4 times his size, but right now, top lane still pushing in. Cabochard's coming out there. Arrow is going to land onto Raze. Airwack is also caught out. He's in the Lamb's Respite, but Raze should be going down. That's a 2-for-1 on the volley. More aggression in this game, but slightly harder as Ashe, I would say. Take him out. Ooh, Ashe, arrow down the mid lane will hit Raze once again. He has been a magnet for those things this game. Not going to result in the kill just yet, but Kasing, a dog on a leash. Race is going to go. Oh no, Cabochard knocks him away. He's still taking down from the Ignite. He may be a dead man regardless. Got the shield coming up. Kasing wants blood, but Raze is going to knock him away with the ultimate. Cabochard now being locked down. Dragged back in by the gravity field. He's going to flash away. Guardian Angel still available. Parang jumps back into the fight with his own ultimate. Lamb's Respite is going to keep everyone alive for a couple seconds before people start dropping. Mighty Bear's dropping low himself, and Airwax will eventually fall. 3-for-2. This is an incredibly messy fight. Cabochard getting chased down. Triple kill. Alpha Steelback. Parang's going to chase him down for the 4th kill and the 5th kill of the fight.
He also used the Frozen Tomb on Betsy while he was still in Airwax's ultimate instead of just going for the maximum defensive channel, you know, self-casting to Zonias. So questionable decision-making there, but Vitality caught by their own greed.
Consolation prize of Nuketoh most likely in the bottom lane. Nuketoh, what tools does he have available? Flash ult, he's going to use both of those in just a second as he ult onto Airwax. Betsy is still following after, trying to get in range. There's the laser, buying more time. Gravity field comes up, and also the parallel convergence will result in a dead Nuketoh.
All for a little bit, so maybe Nuketoh can teleport to one of these wards.
Well, this is going to open up a fight for sure. Vitality are still pushing up, trying to find an opening into this fight. Trapline is still there. The Elder Dragon is very low. It's going to go over to Airwax. Now the fight opens up. Betsy with the ultimate. He will be staying alive. Knocked out of the circle, but Cabochard can't quite finish him off. Nuketoh into the volley. Will pop his ultimate. Meanwhile, Mighty Bear over the wall. End of the line. Follow from Nuketoh as well. Will claim a kill. But this is all going wrong for Vitality. 3-for-3 so far. Nuketoh has gone down. He's coming back up. Kasing is there to support him, but Parang should be able to finish off this kill and finalize it, as will Raze. 5, 4, 3. Rocket come out from Nuke Duck. It's going to be Parang coming in here. Mighty Bear is going to have to step away. Cabochard coming in from the backside, looking for the flank to go down onto Raze. He's going to get chunked himself into the gravity field, down into the Guardian Angel. Parang is still beating away at this front line from Vitality, but Cabochard is going to be left to the wall.
To go for. Made a very meek attempt there, going for Raze, but it wasn't quite enough, and then they simply turn on him, kill him off the G8. Really good shift back in time from Parang, and Rocket looking to close out in the late game.
Well, they managed to take the Nexus turn. Nuduk's going to go into his own ultimate. Parang goes down into Guardian Angel, but there's so many low members coming in from Rocket. They will be saved by the Lamstress fight, but maybe temporarily. The Soul Flare doesn't quite land, but the shutdown coming in from Mighty Bear. He will be following after. Betsy looking to come into the bottom side here. Nice volley coming in from Rhea will slow down his target, but he's getting destroyed by Air.
Away with it.
It wasn't for that damn pink ward, and Vitality too coming in for this engage. The arrow goes wide, but Steelback comes into the fight. He's knocked into the team from Cabochard. First casualty, not going to be anyone just yet. Mighty Bear's going to be backing away. Wax is looking to follow after. He hasn't dropped yet. Nuke Duck will Parang.
Nuke Duck on the bottom of your screen too. Let's see if they're aware of this.
To find an angle.
They are now.
5,000 health remaining on the Dragon. That's going to be Nuke Duck jumping in there. Airwax will instantly pop his own ultimate, keep people alive. Going into that Zhonya's again. Nuke Duck is zoning so many people away. Parang down into the Guardian Angel. But meanwhile, Nuke Duck will go down himself. Cabochard trying to back away. Rocket looking to chase after. Betsy up to the top side, looking to take someone down. Cabochard is going to be drawn in by the gravity field. He's got nowhere to go after the Guardian Angel itself. Actually, he managed to make his way out over the wall. But either way, oh, not quite. Betsy will finish him off in the end there. Dragon is still being taken out by Rocket, but they have split focus. Kasing and Ray are trying to put the damage down onto the encroaching Rocket. Parang jumping back to safety. 2 quick headshots will secure 2 kills. Double kill out for Steelback. Mighty Bear's now being chased down, and Steelback will happily pick up a triple.
Yeah, and that's it. Rocket, they take that fight. They don't take Elemental Elder Dragon down. Maybe they do at the end there. We heard the shriek, but the more important part, everybody else was dead already on the side of Vitality. Yeah. Rocket, they're moving as a team in and out of the fight, target selecting, switching, kiting. Vitality was doing none of that. Cabochard went in while Nuke Duck was already dead. And that's going to be it. Final tower going down.
Well, what can we say? Rocket late game once again coming in supreme. Multiple good pickoffs, multiple good plays. And this is how eventually falls and they move on to the Nexus. Rocket will take game 1 over Vitality.
I'm just afraid that Steelback goes untouched in the backline. Once again, he gets a QSS and Mikhails gets picked up.
I mean, Maokai can get pretty bumped backwards.
Then he has no damage.
Oh, bot lane, we're enhancing on this action. Got a TP coming in from Nuke Duck, looking to claim a kill onto Steelback. He's going to come back in, try and finish off Cabochard. Not quite going to happen. First blood to Nuke Duck.
Yeah, what they used to do in World of Warcraft. Anyways, teleport coming in at the bottom side. Who is it?
It's going to be
both of them.
Cabochard and Nuke Duck coming in here. Mighty Bear clothing in from the top side. Steelback is so dead. Airwax is going to have the ultimate on top of him. Good ultimate will zone away the rest of Vitality. Kasing is walking forward. There's a Tempered Fate lands onto Betsy. There's actually a barrel already charged up there. Oh, it doesn't get the timing on the Cosmic Binding. Razor's going to come in here. Mighty Bear's very low. He has to use his own ultimate, but there's no way he's getting outside of this, and Rocket will find an easy kill.
I mean, Betsy was super calm. Like 1, 2.5. They just go like on a field or on a bit of a sound
game, and at some point Vitality are going to feel it. There's the Tempered Fate onto Airwax. It's going to open up into a fight. They're going to pull the trigger. Mighty Bear is chasing forwards onto Raze. Nuke Duck's going to come in. He's battered away to that tower. Airwax is going to surely fall. Finally goes down to the ultimate. In fact, that was actually Raze, and now instead he falls. That's a 2 for 1. And Steelback will fall to Rhea, who comes in. Betsy's coming into the mid lane. He's unhappy with this result so far. That's going to be the Lamstress. A lot of damage from that Baron. He's very low, but they have called out Betsy. Airwax over the wall. Explosive Cast will save him for now. Nuke Duck comes in. Rhea is going to finish off Betsy. Surely he's going to back off, and finally he goes down. Nuke Duck will find the ice shot for the kill. Everyone's going to back away into the Lamstress bite from Mighty Bear. Shut down over onto Nuke Duck, and Steelback has arrived. Double kill coming out. Cabochard jumping away onto Airwax, and Kasing is trying to cover his escape. Barrel comes down, and they'll all back off.
Yeah, beautiful setup. But Kasing, can you please learn how to count to 2.5? This is the 3rd consecutive Q that he's missed on a Tempered Fate setup. This was a beautiful setup from Vitality. They sprung the trap, great Tempered Fate, but then the follow-up was abysmal. It may have been the game here. Cabochard desperately trying to get to the wall here. Steelback going out of the pit to fight Cabochard. This is a really good move here. And Kasing has to disengage. What a counter from Rocket, but it was, the error was on Vitality's side.
Yeah. Once again, that was a disappointing fight. There's two-shot barrage, shot in the dark really to try and secure that one. Rockout will get away with it. And they're all well played. Rockout are going to take that tower down and now move on to the inhibitor itself. Looks like they're gearing up to back away after this pickup, but Vitality is so little in the hole.
Yeah, there we go. Invulnerable minion, tower being sieged. Counter threat here from Vitality.
It's going to be the engage, but Nuketook instantly evaporates. Mighty Bear is still staying alive. He managed to chunk down Steelback, but he has the help from his team to take him out. There's the double kill for Steelback, and look at the regen as well. There's no way they can take him out. Harang and Airwax are keeping everyone Vitality occupied, not just allowing the triple kill for Steelback. He's going to find the next one onto Cabashot, and this is just going to straight up be the clean ace. Another quadra kill for Steelback.
Yeah, another quadra kill for Steelback here, enabled by his team, but what a stellar performance in both games here, and finally they break the ties. Roccat finally go 2-0.
This is the 2-0 now coming out from Roccat. Finally they find it over Vitality, and Vitality handed their first full loss.
Even tank Gragas is obviously a very strong frontline late. Fnatic is running this comp, which is so good at skirmishing and picking targets off, but in a straight
The mid lane, as you mentioned, Jankos moves up to the top side. Actually, this could be more of a commitment. Moves forward. Flash from Gamsu a little bit too late. Exhaust goes down. Can they get this one auto in? Twisted advance onto the Lee Sin. Keeping it going. Gamsu gonna drop for first blood.
Oh, really big.
There is a ward in the pit. Fnatic have to be careful. Febby goes in.
Here's the TP.
Vander going down. Dragon dropping in favor of H2K. They need to make it out of this one. Freeze, though. I may have to fight for his life. Yanko's no flash either. Going to make it out finally, but Gamsu goes over. No hesitation. Spirit burning down. Freeze picks up a kill. Odo picks up one as well. Fnatic have overstayed their welcome. Draven hits like a truck. Victor H2K in that intro video. Standard at best. Moving in. Oh, great knock aside. It goes free. He's going to get that Whirling Death, the pickup. 2-0.
Freeze or Ryu. H2K though going in.
Moving in. Who's going to get the Dragon? Lee Sin goes in. Smite goes down. Kha'Zix takes it. Febby instant exhaust onto him, but Fnatic may just look to disengage. Yanko's on the front lines, but he is all alone. Flashback into the team. Rekkles taking so much, though. Freeze on a killing spree. The Storm backing him up.
But nope, stays a team.
Freeze suddenly left alone on the front line. Gamsu looking for the flank, but Fnatic is not set up for this one. Odo isolated and alone, but he's simply too tanky. My God, the Victor damage. Fnatic health bars immediately deleted. Gamsu, the sacrificial lamb, but Ryu wants more. Yanko's on the front line, moves forward, has the energy, looks to pick up a kill. Freeze gonna grab Maokai. Ryu gonna grab the Nami. They're moving for more. Reckless spell shield deleted.
And now to get a Baron. Nothing Fnatic can do. We see the fight start. Well, you go on the Gragas, he doesn't care. One more time, H2K staying together. Tower is gone, by the way.
Odo
His
goes
fight.
in, knocks back, and knocked out. Reckless dropped in an instant. H2K now poised to take the inhibitor. Febby leaps in and just leaps right back out. H2K, are they going to be able to end this game? Burning through the first
Get a next
tower.
turret.
Chaos Storm zoning out the team. Spirit taking chunks of damage. LeBlanc doing what she can. Febby, he may have the Void Staff, but it is too little too late. H2K dominating the game. Fnatic one last shot to try to turn this around. Great tidal wave, but it's simply not enough. Febby drops. Yankos grabbing another kill. Freeze 5-0 and 4. We wanted more from the H2K AD carry, and we got it. 11-1 the final kill score in a commanding game one.
Febby went poke the bear just before the game in our little feature. Freeze says, all right, I'll log in the all in for the team fights. And this time it's not diving the backline, it's actually kiting back instead from Fnatic.
Yeah, throwing down that damage, waiting for those low health bars, then maybe giving Kha'Zix those.
Early game, well, that's basically a win more for H2K, and it's all about Jankos staying around the lane. So really smart early game from H2K, understanding.
You can see evolving the claws.
Yeah, if you want to play it at home, you just max Q, evolve Q. Fighting the bottom lane though.
Here comes Yanko, swap form, looking for the cocoon, goes in. No, not gonna land it. Fate's Call comes out. Ooh, Yellowstar comes in late, but first blood to Draven again. That's gonna be Devin.
Top side, as I said before here, Odama does a range wave clear. Jankos should not be here though.
Oh, not where you want to be. Emperor's Divide. Here comes Kha'Zix. Taste the fear. That's gonna be the pickup back for Fnatic.
Jankos had one. H2K wants to make plays together as a team. That's why they're teleporting bot lane.
Here comes the ult moving forward. Odo, he's going to have Mega Gnar soon, trying to slow down. Whirling Death goes in. Reckless going to drop as well. Flash in. Odo wants to keep the train rolling. Yellow trying to disengage, but it's still the double kill for Freeze. Yellowstar had the flash.
Fnatic, they're just giving it up. There's a TP advantage for Fnatic. But basically they're so afraid.
This is an interesting adjustment. Ryu now moving down to the bottom lane. Gamsu has no MR, and this is going to be easy.
Nice
Flash in on the back half of Playful Trickster.
After you take this tower, might see a fight though, because Fnatic's moving in. He's engaged.
Gamsu as well. Spirit, a decent chunk of damage there, but now Gamsu all alone. Flash forward, knockback on 3, not going to find the stun. Tidal Wave to disengage, but Ryu's in the back lines, and he is shredding Fnatic. That's going to be a quick kill pickup. 3 as Freeze is on a rampage. Spirit gets one back, but it's too little too late because they're just going to keep getting taken down. Double kill now for Spirit. The double kill for Freeze. Fnatic on the bottom side.
Not ready at all.
Gamsu, can he make the hero play? He can't. H2K pick also playing a little against them. Easy pickup coming in there. Dragon dying in just a matter of seconds, but Fnatic drop. Meanwhile, Vander and Freeze in the mid lane, continuing to throw down harass. Spirit goes deep. That's not at all what he wanted. The Nard doing way too much aggressive to try to clear out these waves, but everything is going wrong for Fnatic. Jankos goes in. Can they get the kill back? Tidal Wave. Elise jumps up in the air, is set to come down. Mininar comes out. Vander here on the backside. They're trying to get a kill onto Reckless, but he is dishing out so much damage. Here comes Ryu, though. Yellowstar over the wall. The fast turner.
It's a little bit too easy against Fnatic and pick the Mantle Field. Oh, Ryu.
Ryu potentially in trouble. No tool to get out of that one.
He even used the Trickster to get faster to the lanes. They couldn't use it over the Mega Gnar in this fight here. If Fnatic wants to go for it, no, they instead going.
Jankos can't get in time, but TP is on the way. It's only going to be one member, though. Can he do it? Slaps back with the all. Kha'Zix gets the Baron, but Ryu's here as well. Reckless burns down. The rest of H2K ready to back up. Ryu flash to safety. Febby all alone. The axe follows him over the wall. The
Inhib going down. And we got to see again the power of this Fizz once he gets a few items, both as a team fighter and a split pusher.
To push in, 4K gold backing him up, 4 dragons as well. Febby gets locked up. The follow-up is here into the wall, knocked out. Freeze goes godlike, and H2K aren't locked up, taking some poke. Yellowstar as well. Okay, putting up the waves. There goes the cast. Odo knocked back into the team. Can they burn him down? No. A hop skip makes it out to safety. Gamsu drops. Ryu pushes forward. The Baron buff creeps, stopping it, but oh my god, great bubble. Reckless happy to pick up that kill. Good reaction coming in from Yellowstar. Are they going to try to continue the fight here? Freeze getting very aggressive. Oh, almost blown up immediately. Shut down. Odo tries to stop the fight from going. But Spirit, he's hungry for blood. Febby backing him up. The double kill. Hop, skip.
They're moving in. They're coming very late. So obviously they can't react in time. Gamsu's team.
They have the control over the area. H2K are on the way in, but the Baron is set to drop. Fnatic get one more. And H2K are going to have to everything. If H2K can get this, they can probably secure a win. Can they get it? They are going to be able to grab it. Odo, Gamsu went too deep. He's going to drop instantly. That is a 5-stack Elder Dragon. Balance on a knife's edge here. All it's going to take is one mistake.
Whoops.
Ryu. Nice Sonya's TP coming in. Hops into Yellowstar. Can he burn him down? Quick pickup there. TP came in as well. Odo on the way in. Suddenly, Reckless is overstepped. There's simply too much true damage. H2K get the advantage they need. Febvin suddenly in trouble running for his life. Freeze on the front line, dishing out the damage. Febby drops one more time. A final cash out for Freeze. H2K now pushing in, and they are poised to end this game. All it took was a single mistake on the side of Fnatic, and H2K are going to blow open the base.
Yeah, Fnatic tried to set up another trap here with only 2 members, and Ryu didn't even get hit by the knockup from Yellowstar and the Kalista ulti. And now H2K able to close it out.
Closing it out with confidence, a rough mid-game, but pulling through in the final seconds. The Dragons they worked so hard for in the early game paying off, and H2K are going to pick up the 2-0 over Fnatic.
Drivori.
Not Drivori enough. It's short.
It's short.
The way is short for Drivori.
Yeah, so Yasuo coming out once again and coming up against this happens to be Cloud as well. We'll see. It's we open up the present, and what's it gonna be? Inferno! Yeah.
When
where they are. They're pushing down the mid lane. Spear lands onto Exile. That's a lot of damage. But they
Oh,
are
arrow
getting
comes
the
in,
arrow
Exile.
onto Exile. He's dropping low. He's going to have to back off, but he has the Hemo Plague. He's going to die for certain. Good bubble onto Chachi. Knight comes into the volley, into the fray. First blood over to Knight. They will follow after with a volley. 3 minutes. And now there goes the Infernal going over to Unicorn. So that'll be the second mid lane. Little wave clear coming out. Knight's going to get... Oh, Veritas. Ultimate goes down on him from Sunstar. He's bounced
he
all
got
over the
saved.
place. We'll have to back away. And Exile jumps in. Chachi will pick up the kill onto Hustler. Now Unicorns have to make their way out. Chachi's going to be the sacrificial tree. And Exile's still trying to escape, but he's not going to escape from the Gragas body slam flash.
The surprise for
It's,
an aggressive pincer.
Yeah, Smitty J is coming in. Arrow does not connect onto anyone. Smitty J over the wall lands onto 2. Veritas dropping low already. Hemo Plague is on top of him. Hustling coming in there. Knight picks up a kill onto Veritas. Ultimate in from Exile. It's not going to be enough to pick up a kill just yet. Move trying to get out of this fight. Sunstar is free to do anything he wants. Protobelt comes out. Double kill to Knight. And Chachi's also going to be slaughtered here. Triple kill for Knight. 4 for 0.
Veritas' body there. Fantastic play from the Giants. Fantastic pincer.
Yeah, Giants are very low here, but I mean, it's only Hylissang who's alive, so he's trying to line up the perfect soul flare for the steal. Not gonna happen. Smites away by Max Law, and everyone will get out alive. He has. Fantastic.
Hang on. Hylissang gets thrown
He's
in.
gonna come in.
It's pop.
Hylissang is destroyed, and now Chachi will be chased after as well. Veritas trying to put a bit of damage down, but the tree is just completely dead. Knight's gonna come in there for the double kill. Veritas having to back off. Sunstar will slay him, and now Exile trying to escape from this, just block off the tides of blood. Move comes into the fight, but there's a 5 versus 2 under the tower. Double kill coming out from Sunstar, and Move is locked up when he's trying to burrow to safety. He will also fall for the triple kill in for Sunstar, and the 5 for 0 wipe.
An absolutely disgusting dive right there, following a good pickoff on the enemy support here. Giants take complete control of the game, and Unicorns of Love in game 2 will need to go back to the drawing board and reevaluate their choices in this draft, and especially how they want to cater playing around Exile in the mid lane with this Yasuo pick, because what was a counter pick got completely, in my opinion, dumpstered by Knight.
Yeah, 12.
Sadly, because there's
Nope.
just not enough damage
In quick
follow-up
succession.
in quick rapid succession, so Knight's fine. But he can just try again.
Rip. Yeah,
and that's
Knight.
Hylissang.
It's very rare you see a Vladimir kill someone with Sanguine Pool, but there was nothing that Hylissang could do being slowed down. Move and Chachi are going to come in for one last hurrah, but we'll see if they can make it happen. Veritas is able to get all the damage down that he wants to, but it's really not enough at this point in the game. They're all being chased back. Smitty J will go down here, though. Knight will have to back off. He gets a lot of damage back from his Crimson Rush.
Yeah, it was a great wind wall by Exile. The inhibitor still dropped slightly over eager there by Smitty J. Did not realize all the projectiles were being blocked, but still, the conga line of minions is streaming in right now. Nobody can deal with Knight. The wall is down, and the Nexus will soon follow.
Yeah, Unicorns of Love trying to hold the line, but not going to happen, I don't feel. Or maybe going to jump back in. A lot of them are back in healthy positions. Knight's going to get chased down here right into Zhonya's. Hustling, dropping low himself. We used to Mikhail to try and get away. Knight jumps back into the fight, gets the first kill, will be knocked up and taken down. There's the shutdown for Exile, and Unicorns of Love. Oh, no, the minions! The super minions, can they clear in time? Solo! The minions finish off the Nexus. Giants take the game.
One of the most unexpected finish for the game. Quite an unexpected, and then having large impact on team fights. So Unicorns can make this work. So whereas last game they were kind of stuck getting their composition to work, this is pretty much straightforward.
So still going to chase after. He's level 5. Repel comes up. Hylissang is coming over the wall to try and assist. Maxwell's going to get chased down a little, but Knight comes into the fight. Going to come with the Emperor's Divide. Completely whiffs, and he's just getting a dog piled on. Unicorns of Love take him out.
Oh my lord. Yeah. How does one eloquently... Let's see how Giants play with this pressure.
Oh, Knight still got the upper hand in mid lane. Lands 4 auto attacks with that one soldier alone. Couldn't come in with the Emperor's Divide. Exile goes in, but Move might be able to finish off the kill. It's going to be close. Transfer of power, and Exile will eventually pick up that kill on tonight. That was, yeah, that was a little too close for comfort.
Yeah, Nightgo kind of baited in here. He underestimated Exile. It's like, why is this guy trading with me? He must be like terrible. No, it's simply because the jungler's behind you, and then he tried to play his way out. And the snipe here from Sunstar.
Actually assist that.
Yeah, here's Chachi TP in the bottom though. He got cancelled a little bit while trying it back earlier. Now it's here.
Sliced away by Move, and now all Giants are coming in. Ultimate lands onto several people from Hylissang. Everyone forced over the wall. So much damage coming out from Knight. He'll pick up 2 kills. That's a 3rd kill. Actually, Chachi will pick that one up. And meanwhile, he's onto Sunstar, but should be able to finish off with the Ezreal. And Exile's now being chased down by Smitty J. His ultimate is going to time out. Hustle Flash Q will secure another 4-for-1. Giants get those 4 kills. And now just pushing in the mid lane over and over and over. Unicorns of Love.
This might be
trying to respond. Hustling just removed from the map straight up.
Yeah, like that's
Coming out. Giants kind of just turn around and maybe get a collapse coming out. Smitty J teleported very deep into Unicorns of Love. He'll be falling. Sunstar will pick up a kill first off, but that's a 1-for-1 trade so far. Sunstar will be coming in, and that's another 1-for-1 trade. Chachi onto the back lines. He's onto Hustling himself, but he's separated from the team. Only Exile and Chachi are alive to try and deal the damage. Maxwell's going to jump in and pick up that kill. Double kill, triple kill for Knight, looking for the final one for the Quadra to the Azir. That'll be a 5-for-2.
Quadra kill. Just do so much damage right now. Giants looking for another Baron burst here.
That's going to be close. Sunstar actually picks up the Baron there, and now they turn their attention to the Unicorns of Love. Hylissang just not connecting.
Remember here, group up, use that Baron buff. Yeah, this Maxwell, this is just not good.
Great dredge line from Chachi, but Maxwell kind of lined himself up, but now Giants are going to come into the fight. Big Emperor's Divide, he is CC'd up for now, but the rest of the Giants are coming into this one. Veritas goes down, Move is dead, Exile not even here on the map right now, and Hylissang can't even escape. He'll be dropping, trying to draw people away. That'll be a quadra kill for Sunstar, who's just picking up kills left and right. Chachi may able to set him up for the Penta.
They're setting him up, they're setting him up.
There's nowhere where he can really go, and they can CC him forever. Alright, everyone back up, let's Sunstar pick up the kill! Pentakill for Sunstar! A fish in a barrel!
Set up. I like that the Giants were doing that. Motivational moments like that, very important.
It really is. Good for the team morale for sure. That's ecstatic, but they'll be backing off to bait. Unicorns of Love are completely blind here. They don't even have anyone really in range of a blue trinket, and they can't see inside the Baron pit. That's going to go over to Maxwell, very easy for him. Plus Veritas' ultimate, and now they have to back away, and Giants will just take away everything they own.
Yeah, noble attempt to strike before Smitty J can enter the fray. No teleport was available on him, so that essentially could have been a 4v5. Look at Knight right now. He is looking, where do I put my ultimate? Do I even need to use it? Sansa shifts in for some poke.
Yeah, Hylissang's taking a lot of damage. Everyone from Unicorns have taken so much damage. They do get a return kill onto Maxwell, but they'll lose the mid laner and support for a double kill for Sunstar. Let's make this the double penta of the game, boys. As we move in onto the Nexus turrets, Chachi will go in there. Sunstar's moving on to Veritas. Big damage out from the Mystic shot. We've got Elise coming in once again. Chachi's going to get chased down by the Maokai, who's going to finish him off by himself with the help of the super minions. Sunstar's probably going to get his consolation prize here as he chases people onto the fountain. Now is a good time to have him on your fantasy team, ladies and gentlemen. Giants find their 2-0 on the week.
But now actually on his Q, if you're able to land the second Shuriken, you will get a bit of extra damage. But what we do know is if we think all the way back to last year's MSI,
that Mr. Rawls can get ahead of expected.
this is something that, Power of Evil is level 6.
He is level 6. Ignite is available. Here comes Amazing. Empress Divide plus Exhaust makes it look easy.
Great Exhaust.
They lost a tower, and they've lost control of the gold lead for the time being. Slightly slow finish there by Amazing. But they get it. That's what matters.
It is the toughest dragon.
Electric 6, but we'll get back to the distractions in a moment. Peke, he is in so much trouble. Bullet time comes down. Spellskill doesn't do enough. And that just looked easy. Schalke set
Finally able to press their advantage. It was a really nice pick down onto Peke, not only forcing both of his flash, but getting himself.
I think a Ragnarok and a run will work out. Now Fox, he fancies a shot. Peke gets knocked backwards. You should know what an Azir can do. And Peke gets so... almost secures a kill. I'm looking at cooldowns, 10 seconds before Living Shadow comes back available. Power of Evil can dance for a while. The rest of Origin, they're grouping up in the middle lane. Power of Evil continues to run. 3 seconds for the next one. He at least gets the exhaust, buying as much time as he possibly can. Dashes away from the Sand Soldiers. The minimap, the rest of Origin unable to secure an objective from all the additional time.
Cleaver, Ghostblade that we did see.
And it's only like an 80-second cooldown. At this point, Hybrid takes so... Wow. Couldn't even channel a tidal wave. Just gets dropped where he's standing. Pull back control, because they've been defensive. They've been on the back foot for 25 minutes.
They need to force a fight around an objective and catch Schalke out of position just like this.
Find it if they can. Gilius takes a lot of damage. Ragnarok is done. Defensive flash from Gilius. I saw a tidal wave in the top half of the map, but Peke is down. Hybrid's down. Fox has got a double kill. He's looking for more. Turns his attention to Soaz. Soaz is running for his life. Fox will get the cooldown shortly. That's a triple kill as Power of Evil's forced to recall. An amazing... No death mark available for Power of Evil. Sand Soldiers come out. Keeper's verdict sends Origin flying. Schalke pick up the Baron.
Execution one, even though it didn't net on any real game.
Oh, there we go. Amazing. Has a flash available. Fox is in a little bit of trouble. The barrel comes out, lands into the bubble. The tidal wave to follow. Here comes Soaz. Shutdown kill as Peke gives a breath of life to Origin. Steve forced to use the Keeper's Verdict defensively, sending Origin away. A very good bullet time. That's going to melt the fat man. Gragas is down. A two-man bubble lands from Hybrid. Peke's on the front line. He has to deal with 4 members of Schalke, but Rawls and Steve take him down. After all the good is done, Gilius sinks his Fanzing. The bubble won't stop anybody else, and Rawls is on a killing spree. Origin, it looked so good, but then it looked so bad.
It certainly did, and now Schalke, they're likely going to pick themselves up an inhibitor, and with the numbers advantage, who knows how many objectives they can take, because there just isn't the wave clear available for Origin. But what a great fight for Schalke.
Very important. Soaz has a teleport if he needs it, though. Power of Evil running for his life. Dragon is secured by Schalke, and no further contest. Look at the minimap. Origin are completely split.
Oh.
Steve, the flash stun. He finds Peke, and Fox kills him. Origin, they lose another one. And then shortly, Origin are just scattered. They simply cannot hold up against the pressure that Schalke forced away by bullet time. Mr. Rawls screaming with that misfortune. Here comes Power of Evil once again. Gilius is the target of the death mark, but it means the death to Power of Evil. Flash forward. Gilius sends out a volatile spiraling instead of the cocoon. Gets the flash from Peke, though, out of respect. And with Super's in the base, Schalke, they turn their attention to the Nexus. This could be the final push. Soaz, he's living on an island because he does not care. Amazing goes down as Fox sends his soldiers forward. As Rawls has got the kill. Emperor's Divide to ensure nobody else can interrupt. Fox gets killed by Soaz. The Nexus is being hammered down. Schalke should be able to finish this one off. There is a last-ditch effort, but the Super Minions are pouring in. It's getting a little close, but I think Schalke can do it. They will force out the fight. They will find themselves a kill in the Soaz, and they will take down the Nexus for a 1-0 in the head-to-head. In terms of the strengths of Origin from yesterday, it was when Amazing played around Soaz. You've now got a deadly duo. Knock-up, stun, mobility, and we see the lock.
It does look like Schalke, they identified what Amazing had done. They're going to be fine giving that away, but he actually failed the smite. He actually got that with the basic attack. So.
I saw the entrance to the middle lane. All of a sudden, Power of Evil's the man that's in trouble. He's got no flash, remember. Gonna get locked down. That was such an early cleanse. Power of Evil gets sent backwards. First blood to Gilius.
Great collapse coming. Meaning their CC together to guarantee that kill and making sure that cleanse would get him away. Fox now, the target focus.
He teleported in just to instantly flash away. Peke may get rooted down. Is able to dash and flash away. Saves his life. Amazing. Now under some trouble. We catch a glimpse of Hybrid. He gets deaded. Steve was able to TP in, and they're hunting the Peke, and I think he's gonna get caught out. Tomb in place. Boomerang! Yeah, I didn't need to get that excited.
It will enable you to take down those turrets a little bit quicker, as we actually see a teleport from Soaz in the bottom lane.
And he's got a Triforce as well. Fox is the target. He's got no ultimate available. Soaz leaps forward. Fox runs into Hybrid. No flash available. A good Ring of Frost. The barrel knocks Soaz forward. The leap was very, very good. That's one kill somewhere else on the map as Fox goes down as well. Counter-Strike is available. Flash, stun, the Braum Winter's Bite. Double
Of the Man and Drake, and they may be able to get themselves a tier 1 turret in the mid.
What a big swing, and what a terrifying proposition even needed. Because, like, Peke, what on earth are you doing that far out? Ghostblade is up, dashes away, gets slowed down, flash forward, flash from Fox. All right, Peke gives up his life. Nothing else can be taken, but he gets one.
It's just non-reform resistances. Instead, it gives you those in terms of health. Soaz, so this seems to be the target focus.
I'm a little bit more comfortable with Soaz doing this push, but in a 2v1, he's still going to be in trouble. Very good Counter-Strike. He might turn this one around.
Way.
Gilius is going low, down to 300, leap forward. Burn's not going to be enough, and Gilius...
To just sit in the side lane and put all this pressure down, but look at OG, they want to go for the mid.
Swattle's looking for the root, will find it onto Peke. He's going to get the empowered Q. Peke is rooted and sent packing with a tomb.
If they could have not only gotten the kill onto Soaz in the bottom lane, who drew 3 members towards him, but also if they
think Schalke are going to do this Baron particularly quickly. You can see how much damage Gilius is taking, but there's a TP coming down from Steve. Where is the answer for Soaz? He's not channeled it just yet. Power of Evil's in trouble. There goes the Glacial Fissure. Power of Evil knocked backwards. Gilius with a very good ultimate. Peke has got himself a kill. The QSS buys time. I don't know if Fox knew he had it. Steve is now caught in the tower, tanking it up. Glacial Path comes out. That's interrupted. Steve has arrived. He's swinging the hockey stick. He's got the double kill, and Origin have got 4. And when he did, there's a Blade of the Rune King in his back pocket. The instant QSS from Peke. That's it. Origin have blown this game wide open.
And this is absolutely mad.
And with this dragon, they'll even out the dragon's taken as well. And avoid Victor. And avoid Soaz's Jax, and he's not going to get the chance. Amazing flashes forward. Mr. Rawls flashes and runs for his life. Glacial Fissure sends Rawls flying once more. Look at Soaz. He's jumped onto Fox. The root comes down. Soaz still has a Guardian Angel. 1,400 hit points. Gonna leap forward. Continue to look for
Fox.
more. Fox is down. Rawls is running for his life. Throws out a boomerang. Double kill for Soaz. He lived. He ducks. He stays up. Origin. They are just running away with this game.
Have to be mindful though, himself and Peke and Power of Evil aren't even touched, which is exactly the way Origin want to play these teams.
The inhibitor is being focused. Ghostblade comes up. Look at the damage on the Fox. He gets chunked to 20% hit points. That will secure the inhibitor. So many are in front of the Nexus. And I don't think that's going to matter for much longer. Soaz rooted in place. The tomb comes down as well. 2 members of Origin in the middle of the base. Soaz is still alive. A flash forward from Fox. This feels personal. Gravity field from Power of Evil. Steve and Fox, they're trying to take Soaz down. The Guardian Angel was popped. The kill was secured. The rest of Schalke's base is falling apart though. Power of Evil is able to flash away to safety. Still holds on to that cleanse. And all of a sudden, the Baron
Yes,
spawns.
that's why. And it's for exactly the same reasons we were just talking about. The fact that
Life. Baron has been stopped, has been interrupted. Double teleports from Steve and from Fox. Schalke, they're trying to find some kills. Peck is in trouble. QSS has been used, but they need to get through Soaz. Look at the base, and inhibitors respawn. Soaz teleported to the top lane. There is a possibility here if Fox can get away. Gonna self-cast the tomb. Hourglass is still available. Here comes Rales. Soaz is in trouble. He's gonna get chunked down. He's gonna get killed. Oh my word! Have Schalke done this? They've got 60 seconds of a
Look
get
at the
back.
base!
But look at the base. The Winions. They might finish this one. 1, 2, 3, 4 super minions.
No, are they
On the
actually gonna
Nexus
do
turret.
this?
All that Schalke need to do is get back to the base. I don't know if they can. Gilius is trying to defend. Hybrid as well as Amazing. They're doing what they can. Look at Gilius cleaning out the waves. Schalke have lost their base, but they bought some time.
they should be able to defend. Just gonna go for the Baron instead.
Also, we got very excited by the play. We're just gonna dial it back a bit. Origin still have a 15,000 gold lead. Back away, 50% of the HP is down. And look, the GA cooldowns become available. Fox is in trouble, sends himself golden. I think Peke and Power of Evil, they can look for the kill. The tomb goes out, Steve will go down. It's Power of Evil that gets the kill. Peke finds one onto Fox. Origin, after a moment of fear and excitement, they focus down Schalke Null Fear. They focus down the Nexus, and Origin will at least pick themselves up a point.